everyone, I'm Harry, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do another How to Sound Like video. This time I'm going to try and get the tones of some of my favourite songs and riffs that actually use a phaser pedal, which is definitely something different, but there's so many killer songs out there that really make use of phaser pedals in really unique ways. So before we get started, if you like this Sound Like video at any point, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. That way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. There's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. So the reason why I decided to do this is because I was recently sent a demo of the brand new Pulse Doppler from Thorpy FX, which is kind of like a one-stop shop for all things phase shifting. You can even use it to get some vibe tones and some tremolo tones as well. It was designed in collaboration with Dan Coggins, formerly of Love Tone, which is some legendary pedals, and it's kind of an evolution on a famous Love Tone pedal. It's a really killer and flexible phase pedal. I actually recently did a full demo, so if you really want to see what it's capable of, go and check that out. There'll be a link up in the cards, in the description, and pinned in the comments. And because it is so flexible, I thought it'd be really cool to try and nail some really classic songs and riffs that use phasers, like songs from Tame Impala, The Black Keys, Pink Floyd, and even Wolfmother on a really iconic intro. So let's get straight into it. So the guitars are going to be changing, so you'll see them on screen. The amp I'm running into is my Hamstead Artist 60 Plus RT, which is one of my favourite clean pedal platform amps. Then that's going into a Tone King Ironman 2 Attenuator, just to knock off a few dBs. Then into Celestion G12M 65 creamback speaker that's been recorded by a Lewitt MTP440 dynamic microphone, which is like an SM57 with a tiny bit more bass. So let's get into the first song. So that was obviously some of the parts from Shine On You Crazy Diamond by Pink Floyd, which for me is always the thing I think of when I think of a phase pedal. You've got those classic 4 notes, and then you've got that classic sweeping modulation for the chord parts as well. So really simple. I had a really slow rate on the Pulse Doppler and a moderate depth, but you saw the controls on screen anyway. Now I just had a light speed giving us a little bit of grit on the second position of the Strat. So let's get into the next one. So that was another Pink Floyd song, So Have a Cigar. So I used the same phaser settings. You could tweak the rate and depth a little bit, but I thought it sounded pretty good like that. There's also one other song by Pink Floyd that you could use a phaser for, even though I believe the original was a Univibe. You could use it for Breathe. 99% sure I used the Univibe on the studio recording, but live is also used an MXR Phase 90 to nail that. And you can get a very close time with a phaser pedal like the Pulse Doppler. I'll just pull up the depth a little bit just to get more of a Univibe style throb. And again, it's speed to taste, but I think the speed's pretty close on this one. So that was some really classic songs that make use of a phaser, courtesy of Pink Floyd. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, which again I think is the most iconic one. Have a Cigar, and then you could use it for Brief to get really close to Unified, but it's not going to sound exactly like Unified. But now we're going to get into a much more modern song, so let's get into it. Okay, so that was obviously On Dortoir by Tame Impala. So really slow sweep on the phaser with a little bit more depth this time, coming from the pulse Doppler, but you saw the settings on screen. The main chord parts was just a Lightspeed, and then when it gets to the fuzzy part, I was actually using the Field Marshal, also by Thorpy effects, to give us that fuzz riff running into the phaser. So now let's get into the next one. Okay, so that was obviously tightened up by the Black Keys. So you've only got this on the outro where he introduces the octave pedal, the fuzz, and the phaser together to get this really big sweeping sound. Again, I had a really slow rate on the pulse Doppler and just pulled up the depth a little bit so you could hear the phaser a bit more. So now let's get into the final riff. So that was Joker and the Thief by Wolfmother. So you really hear it on that little hammer-on part that comes in on the intro, but you can also use it for the little break lead lines as well. Again, really slow rate and a moderate depth, and it's kind of just sweeping the frequency and giving movement to the whole thing. So there we have it. That was a look at some of my favourite songs that use phase pedals. Now, the Pulse Doppler by Thorpy effects is a really in-depth phase pedal and can do so much more than what we looked at in this sound like. So again, if you want to see my full demo, there'll be a link up in the cards, in the description, and pinned in the comments. Thorpy said to me that he really designed this to be a one-stop shop for phasing, and it really is that, but you can also do vibe things and tremolo things as well. Like, you nail that How Soon Is Now choppy tremolo thing. It's a really killer pedal, really in-depth, and it's one that you could sit down with hours and get endless amounts of different sounds. I actually really dig this pedal, and it's a really cool one to experiment with. Normally, I'm not one for phases, but then when I listen to some of these classic songs that use phases, it reminds me why everyone should have a phase pedal on their boards. But let me know down in the comments how close you thought I got to the original songs, and any future had sound like videos you'd like to see me do. Again, there's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. If you did like this sound like video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Other than that, go onto my channel, check out some of my playlists. I have plenty more lessons, covers, gear demos, how to sound like videos, and anything guitar related. As always, I've been Harry, and thanks for watching.